H F
O.
Yes guys, HFO here with our first video.
Today we're going to be ranking every Premier League stadium.
Yes, indeed we are. And as them two said, this is our first video. But first of all, sorry if the quality is bad, and because obviously we're on call because for obvious reasons. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the first one, which is Arsenal. So Arsenal then, I like this Well, first off, I put an 8 on my list because I like the stadium. And I like how they've managed to keep it quite a big stadium. Well, they've made it look a bit like a flying saucer, to be honest. But it's still maintained the football stadium thing, and that's what kind of vibe to it. And they do change the colour flowers in the box depending on who the away team is. So that's all I've got to say about Arsenal, really.
No.
Yeah, so me for Arsenal, I put Arsenal in 6th place, so grabbing that last spot in the top 6. I put it there because the stadium's big. They fill quite a lot of the stadium in, and also because what Football Man said, they can change the flowers. So yeah, that was me.
Okay, so guys, also as HD Play said, I've also put Arsenal in 6th place, just stealing the top 6 up. So yeah, same opinions as what HD Plays and Football Man has said. So yeah, bring on the next stadium.
Okay, so the next stadium is actually Aston Villa, who are in 2nd place for me. And
very controversial.
Yeah, you may think so, but I went on a stadium tour there, and it's really cool inside. And you know how it says "Be Prepared" on their badge?
Yeah.
The reason it says that is because there's a banner on the stand, one of the stands. So basically, when they win the Champions League, the goal commentary's on the side, and the first part is, I forgot who it was, but it was such and such is prepared to venture down the wing. So I put them 2nd. Nice old stadium, I like it.
Nice.
So, for me, I put Aston Villa in 13th place because bog standard mid-table, because it's an average stadium, but nothing bad, nothing good. So yeah.
Okay, so me, very similar to HD, I've put them in 12th place. It's just like a bang average, middle table, Prem stadium, to be honest. Very old, it's very good. So, yeah. So let's get on with it.
Okay, so yeah, as Omar said, let's get on with it. And next is AFC Bournemouth, who I put 19th, 2nd bottom, middle of the relegation zone. Looks like a non-league stadium. Yes, they have images of former past seasons in the windows, but 19th place, not good enough for top 3 tiers, I think. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about them.
For me, I also put them in 19th place, same as Football Man.
Hey.
And I based it off of the same reasons. They don't look like a Premier League club, let alone a League 2 club. And also, yes, they do have some pictures of past seasons. That's why they are rock bottom. But for me, they just need to get an extension on their stadium.
Okay, so like HD Plays did say, and to finish it off, I have got them in 19th place too, would you believe? So all finished it off in 19th place, which is something special. So same reasons, they're just dwelling on past seasons for me.
No offence, Bournemouth fans.
Yeah, but they need to just focus on the season and try and push for mid-table season on season. So okay.
So next is Brighton, and the Amex is actually in Hove. I think it's a good location because it stands out from the other buildings. If you look at it from a top view, which will be shown in the editing, it'll look like it looks like a rugby ball kind of thing. Really nice modern stadium, pretty much same design as Huddersfield. So yeah, what do you think, HD?
Where did you put them?
Oh, I forgot to say that. Brighton, I actually put them top 6. 6th place, just grabbing the top 6.
I put Brighton in 4th place because their stadium, it looks like a rugby stadium, as Football Man said, and it looks really
Looks
nice.
like a rugby ball.
Yeah, it looks like a rugby ball, yeah. It looks really nice, and you can just see that it's going to be, it shows Brighton to the face when you just look at it, so yeah, that's why I put them in top 4.
Okay, so very controversial from me here. I haven't put them at the bottom. I've put them 2nd place.
Oh, wow.
Because I just love the stadium. I love the location. I love everything about it. All the insides, like dead modern, the roof.
It is good, yeah.
Everything. So that's why I put them
Gotta love
in
the pitch.
2nd place. I know, yeah.
Okay, so next is Burnley and Turf Moor, who I put 18th, getting the final relegation spot. They have wooden seats in one of their ground, championship-worthy ground. It's a decent size, but just those wooden seats bring it down a bit. Looks like your bog-standard average stadium, that's all I've got to say about Turf Moor, but really.
Same with me.
Yeah.
I put Burnley in 15th place, just near the relegation zone, but not in it, because it's just average. Doesn't look like a Premier League stadium that much, but they have wooden seats, as Football Man said, but and they have claret and blue, which 3 Premier League teams have. Aston Villa, Burnley, and West Ham. So yeah, 15 for me.
Okay, so I have put them, not very surprisingly, in the middle of Football Man and HD Play's results in 17th place. So yeah, it's just like bang average League One stadium, wooden seats. It's just like very
not great, is it?
It's just like very like Victorian
They're
time.
not all wooden
Any
seats.
Burnley fans watching, sorry for grilling your stadium.
Okay,
Sorry, no offence.
so next is Chelsea's Stamford Bridge. Quite a historical ground. I think it looks nice how they've interpreted the flats. I don't know if they're real flats, but it looks really good stadium. So anyway, I put Chelsea for them reasons. I gave them, okay, I built it up to make them sound like I put them top 10, but well, I built them up to make it look like I put them top 4, but I actually put them 12. So that's it from me, really. Hopefully HD gives them a bit more justice that they deserve.
I put Chelsea in 5th place, grabbing the first Europa League spot. It's just like a nice stadium. If you look at it from the top, you just know it's going to be Chelsea. So, yeah, I put them 5th.
Okay, nice. So I have put Chelsea in the middle again at 9th place.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, top. They're just like, it's like a mid-table ground. Like, it's not the best, not the worst. That's all I've got to say about that. It's just a bit old.
So next up is Crystal Palace's Selhurst Park, I believe. Yes, it is. Another, well, not like claret and blue, but another blue and reddy burgundy type colour. So, but I actually rate the stadium. Yes, I put it 14th, but I just really like how they have that one stand towering over. But if they had all them grounds up that tall and all of them connected together, so it looked like a kind of dome kind of thing, I think that would be a Champions League worthy ground, because it's obviously not that far away, is it? So yeah, that's me. That's my opinion on Selhurst Park. Good stadium.
Yeah. For me, some of the same reasons as Football Man, but I have chosen not to put them 14th. I've put them in top 10 in 8th place.
Ooh, nice.
Because I like how they have like the top stadium that just towers over, but if they do like connect them all and make them the size as the top, it would look like a great stadium. So
one of the best in any country.
Yeah.
Big
Crystal
Champions
Palace,
League worthy.
upgrade your stadium so it looks like a dome.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, I have put them in the middle of HD's and Football Man's I've put them in 13th place. So like Football Man said, many of the same opinions. Like, I really like the big stand with Crystal Palace on, but those little tiny stands going around it just bump it right down. They look like, if there were just 4 of them stands, it'd look like a League 1, League 2 stadium, and that just brung it right down for me. So,
yeah, next is Goodison Park, home of Everton Football Club. I put them 13th. I mean, it's not the worst looking stadium, not the best, just looks like your bang average one with a twist. And it's Liverpool's second best ground in my opinion. I know I'm a Liverpool fan, but no bias here. So it's a decent stadium, that's why I put a mid-table-ish 13th place for Everton.
Yeah, and me, I just put them just below Football Man, and I put Everton in 14th place. Yeah, it's a bit average, but it just gets overlooked by Anfield because it's so close to each other. Goodison Park and Anfield are, and Anfield bigger and got more capacity, so that makes Goodison Park look just a bit more average.
Yeah, I agree. HD.
I mean, like, you can tell that both Liverpool fans dissed in Everton's ground, can't
It's
you?
not good though. Where did you put them?
We're not
I actually put them 7th place.
Oh, how?
It's
yeah.
like, it was made in like 90 odd, but it's still like, it still looks half decent, even though it was built.
The inside, they have literally like metal pillars that you can't see the game. So anyway, let's stop ranting about Everton and move on to Leicester and the King Power, where I put in a decent position. I actually gave them 4th place, just clutching them Champions League spots. Because it looks like your average Premier League ground, but with a twist. And it looks really nice. I like how the blue complements the white on the outside. Oh my goodness, I sound like a professional. And the buildings, they're not too small, but they give it just enough so it can stand out in a crowd. So for that reason, Leicester and the King Power, 4th place, well deserved.
For me, I have the King Power in at 7th place. I could have put them higher if
Bit harsh.
You know how if you look at the top of the stadium, they have glass going in on two stands.
Yeah.
If they carried that on and had glass on all 4 of them, I would have put him possibly in a Champions League spot. But for me, I've put them in 7th place.
I don't agree, but does Omeg?
Okay, so for me, I have put them yet again in the middle of.
Oh, of course you have.
I've put them in the top Europa League place, 5th place, just outside that top 4. So for Leicester, recently built, it looks really cool outside and inside. That's all I've got to say. Really, Football Man, what is the next stadium?
It is Anfield, and I think you can see what's coming. I've put them first, not just because I genuinely would probably put them top 3, even probably top 2. I may even put them first if I wasn't a Liverpool fan and I supported some like random team from like Zimbabwe or something. I really like their stadium because they have that big stand that's been extended. It's gone really far out. And I loved watching the game there, a good atmosphere. But people say about Liverpool's atmosphere that it's not very good. But during a game, they don't sing very loud because they always say they want to concentrate on the game. Kop is iconic, 1st place for me. Well deserved in my opinion.
Same position for me as Football Man. I put Liverpool and Anfield in first. That isn't biased, but looking at it from the top, it looks really nice. And saying I would have put them probably in like top 2, top 4 if I supported a team that are in the mid-table of the Korean League or something like that. Because it is a really nice stadium, I think, and with the Liverpool badge on the brick wall and on the side of the
yeah, looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh my God, disagree probably as he's a Man United fan.
I have put Liverpool still in the Champions League spaces.
Oh, generous.
But in 4th place.
Oh, come on.
4. Still Champions League though. You were like, oh yes. So yeah, it's a very nice ground. Very big. I like the location. Well, yeah, I do. So yeah, top 4 for me. Not the best club in the world in my opinion, but they've got a decent stadium.
Okay, next is Manchester City. I don't know why I found that so funny, but next is Manchester City and the Etihad, who I put 10th, directly mid-table, because...
Manchester City, the stadium that's an amphitheatre.
Yeah, it does look like an amphitheatre, actually.
You don't know what an amphitheatre
well,
is?
It's displayed on... It's on screen right
now.
Yep, we have the same idea there. Good luck on this editing later, Omag. So...
That was Siri, by the way, guys, if you heard him saying, I'm here.
Yep, fair enough. And then we've got the Etihad. As I said, I put them 10th. I don't know why, to be honest. It doesn't look too bad. Just looks a bit like a flying saucer mixed with an amphitheatre, mixed with, I don't know. But yeah, that's the reason I put them 10th. Not a very good explanation. Hopefully HD Plays can give you a better one.
Yeah, same with me, but it isn't really that better. I put them 11th, actually. It's not biased because I'm a Liverpool fan and I don't like Man City, but I'm just looking at the outside of it. I don't like how they have, 17 pillars around the stadium, so you can't really, see it.
Yeah.
From the outside. And you can just see loads of, blocks around, and barely fill the stadium as well. Named after a a flying company. So yeah.
Okay, so for me, you could say in the middle, you could just say very similar. I've put them in 11th place, same as HD Plays, 1 off Football Man. So yeah, all I've got to say about it is it's an amphitheatre, not a stadium.
Okay, so with that being said, their local rivals now, Manchester United and Old Trafford. I was kind. I put them 3rd because if you just look from a bird's eye view, which will be displayed now, the power of editing, it looked quite strange a few years ago. But now I think it's a really nice stadium. Obviously, biggest capacity in the Prem, and well, it's just a good stadium, isn't it? I hate to say this, but a Liverpool fan, it's had some good moments. It's an iconic stadium, very nice looking one, and that's what I've got to say about it.
Yeah, same with me, pretty much all the same as me. That's what I was going to say, what you just said, because I put them in 3rd as well. But one thing.
Are you copying the HD Plays?
No, I'm not. I did my predictions after you. When I was looking at the stadium,
predictions.
I also saw the statue of the 3 people at the front of the stadium as well, and it just
some angry Man United fans commenting down below. Name those 3 people. We'll let the Man United fan name those 3 people. Go on, Omag.
Yeah.
Okay, so, not gonna lie, I know that the statue with the 3 people there, but personally I've never seen it and I've never really, Googled anything about it. All I know is that there's a statue with 3 legendary Man United players there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
So,
Tell me
in the comments who those 3 players are, because I would like to know.
I'm not much of a glory hunter, even though I'm a Liverpool fan. I started supporting him in 2012, so yeah, they weren't the greatest. Okay, so
I started supporting United in 2013, I believe. So,
Alex Ferguson.
But my granddad did say to me that he did support him, and all my friends.
I think we're taking up too much time now.
When I was in year 1 or year 2, they all supported United, so I supported United.
Let's be quicker for Newcastle now, which is
put the
St James's
first, by the way.
Oh,
so
of course you are.
St James's Park coming up.
Okay, so St James's Park, so Mark said, let's get this quicker because we just wasted a lot of time on the Theatre of Nightmares. Newcastle Stadium, St James's Park, 15th for me. it just looks like there's a hole in the top, really. It looks quite good. The away fans can barely see the pitch because they're so high up. Enough said about St James's, really.
So for me, I put Newcastle and St James's Park in 17th, just looking at it from above. Hopefully there will be a picture on the screen now to show you. It just doesn't look like a nice stadium from the top, and Mike actually hasn't done what people have expected him to do at Newcastle. So
Well, he's retired now, hasn't he?
Okay, so I have gone the highest out of us three for a change. I've put them 14th. So inside it doesn't look that bad, but outside is absolutely horrendous. That's all I've got to say.
Next, another low-down team for me, Carrow Road of Norwich, 16th. Looks like a mix between a Championship, a Premier League and League One. I know it's their colours, no offence to Norwich fans, but I don't like the colours in the stadium. And it's just a basic looking stadium.
It isn't their colours. Norwich's thing on their badge is green, but their seats are orange.
No, I think that's just because it's thingied in time, because they have yellow as well, don't they?
Yeah.
And also...
They look orange.
Well, yeah, they're not going to look perfectly yellow. But anyway, so yeah, I put them in 15th. What about... 16th, sorry. What about you, HD?
Yeah, and when you said 16th, I looked over to my sheet of paper and I've also put them in 16th.
Nice.
It does... Two of the stands look Premier League, one of them looks Championship, and one of them just looks like League One.
There's no point of it being there.
Yeah, they may as well just have 3 stands, because there's barely any capacity in that. Stand, but just bog standard, to be honest. But middle to bottom of Premier League. I know they just came in, but they've got to improve the stadium if they're going to be looking like a Premier League stadium.
Okay, so for me, they've sealed off the relegation zone for me. I put them in 18th.
Okay, fair enough.
So just 20th to come up for me. You'll see that soon enough. But for Norwich, you literally need sunglasses when you go in. It's just yellows and greens everywhere, honestly. And the stadium's just a bit bad, to be honest. League One, League Two worthy. Championship at best. So, what's next, football man?
It is Sheffield United and Bramall Lane. And I think it's quite a nice stadium. Looks like just an ordinary stadium, and for that reason I put them in 9th. I think it's well deserved I think that's really well deserved from the Blades there. It just looks like a nice stadium. I like the red and white colour combination. So yeah, 9th place, great stadium and great team this season. So yeah, that's my opinion on Bramall Lane.
Yeah, Sheffield United, Bramall Lane, they've been flying high this season, coming in 6th, I think, at the moment. I like their stadium, so I put them in 9th.
Okay, so for me, I put Sheffield United in 10th place. So, really nice stadium. It just fits in mid-table Prem, and yeah, that's why I put them in 10th, to be honest. Nice stadium, mid-table worthy.
St Mary's, I put them 5th place. I think it's a great stadium, and I kind of like how... because it looks like Leicester Stadium a bit, but obviously instead of the blue, there is red and white. And I just think it looks like a naturally nice stadium, and I don't feel like it would improve it by extending it. It just looks like a perfect stadium, doesn't it, really? That's why I put them in 5th place, just below the Champions League spots. I put them the place below Leicester. So, yeah, very similar stadiums.
Yes, for me, I have put Southampton in 12th. I put...
12?
Yes, 12.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They have all the 4 stands are equal. They have the Southampton in it. It says Saints on the seats, so pretty nice stadium. I think I probably should have put it a bit higher though.
You think?
Now, but I've said it, so 12. You can sort me in the comments if you want.
Okay, so for me, I have put Southampton yet again in the middle of Football Man and
This isn't scripted, by the way.
Are you copying us and putting them right in the middle?
No.
Okay, carry on.
8th place for me. So, yeah, it's a really nice stadium. Probably would have made top 6 if it didn't sound like your local school by your pub.
Okay, so the reason he's saying that is because when we looked up St Mary's, a bunch of schools came up. Okay, so Tottenham Stadium now, and I like the stadium. I put it 7th, just below Brighton, just above their local North London rivals, Arsenal. It looks like a bit of a spaceship. I like the panel work at the side, how they've made them different shades and like the rectangles. It looks beautiful at night. And they also did it so they angled the roof and did something inside, so that when the fans chant, it comes back down and echoes more, so it sounds louder. And I think it's a nice looking stadium, to be honest. So 7th place for me.
Yes, for me, I put them in 2nd, a bit controversial, but
Ooh, it is a nice stadium, to be fair.
Same reasons for Football Man, and like I like the graphics on the outside of the stadium. Looking at it.
Looks amazing.
It just looks really nice for me, and that's why I put it so high.
To dare is to do.
I think I should have put it a bit lower, but just let me know.
And also, I think, but just before Omag goes, sorry for interrupting you there, Omag, I think this is a good time to comment your table of the stadiums in the comments below. Okay, go ahead, Omag.
Okay, just before I say my position for Spurs, I just want to say, if you stuck around this long, then you're an absolute legend.
And you have got a longer memory, a longer concentration than a goldfish.
So
If you got it this far, comment goldfish down below.
Goldfish, comment down
Okay,
below.
go on, Omag. What do you think about the Spurs stadium?
Okay, so yes, again in the middle. But I have put them in 3rd place, just sealing off the podium there. So, yeah.
I was a
really
bit
nice.
harsh, probably.
Yeah, you probably were. It's a really nice, like, top 4 stadium. But, like they have been for quite a few years now. They're a bit underperforming, and they need to show that they're worth that stadium.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho hasn't been working.
Next up is Watford and Vicarage Road, 17th place for me, just above the relegation zone. Well, the Vicarage Road, until a few years ago, I would have maybe put it 19th, because we're saying 20th is bad for me. So Vicarage Road, I just put it there because it's just your average like League One championship, like lower championship looking stadium, isn't it, to be honest? They've got that one cool stand, I think it might be the Sir Elton John stand, where they've got like them bumps, the glass bump things, because I forgot to get an image up of this one. So yeah, I really like I really like the stadium, like compared to another stadium, but also I was just going to say compared to a championship stadium. But basically, if we get 10 likes on this video, on our first ever video, we will be doing the championship version, won't we, boys?
Yeah, no,
Championship stadiums. And when that gets 10 likes, we will try and get that championship version out within 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so HD.
My thoughts on Watford Stadium, Vicarage Road, they have snooped up to get the last relegation position, 18th, where they start at the start of the Premier League season. The stadium's just like Championship League One quality, I think. Not really that Premier League.
There's not really much to say about it, is there?
No, the colours are just like, they have you looking everywhere.
I like them.
Could be good or could be bad. I kind of like the colours, but I also kind of don't.
Okay,
That's
so
why they're not like rock bottom.
so what did Omag put? Has he gone right in the middle? Oh wait, no, he can't. 18th and 17th.
He's probably on 17.5.
To finish it off, I have gone with 16th place.
17.5.
Allegations.
Next up is West Ham, 20th. It's not a football stadium. It's just not a football stadium. Enough said about West Ham. I think these will be quick ones. Enough said about West Ham. Sorry, West Ham fans, if you're watching. It's not that we don't like your club, it's just this stadium isn't a football stadium. Okay, HD.
Yeah, same with me. It's just not your state. It's not a stadium. The fans are miles away from the actual pitch, and the fans don't like the owners, I think.
Where did you put them?
I put them 20th.
Yeah.
It's just not a football stadium.
20th. It's not a football stadium. It's just not a football stadium. Enough said about West Ham. I think these will be quick ones. Enough said about West Ham. Sorry, West Ham fans, if you're watching. It's not that we don't like your club, it's just this stadium isn't a football stadium. Okay, HD.
Yeah, same with me. It's just not your state. It's not a stadium. The fans are miles away from the actual pitch, and the fans don't like the owners, I think.
Where did you put them?
I put them 20th.
Yeah.
It's just not a football stadium. Enough said about West Ham.
I think I know where this is going to go with Omar.
Okay, just to finish off, I have also put West Ham 20th.
Hey.
Just build and buy a football stadium yourself. Stop renting out a football stadium that you didn't even build.
Yeah, so I think that's enough said.
Football stadium.
Yeah.
Stadium.
Next is Molineux Stadium. It looks very orange. It's a nice stadium on the whole, though. That's why I put them 11th. I think it's quite an underrated stadium because of the colours. But I think it's a nice stadium, and I like how they give the away fans pretty much most of the stand. I think it's just a really nice, simple stadium. They've obviously made orange. I like the wolves on the seats, like the little wolf silhouettes. And I think it's quite an underrated stadium, in my opinion. So that's why I put them in 11th, just below Man City, just above Chelsea. So decent positioning for them.
Yes, but for me, so I've got Wolves in 10th place. I like the orange. It's just mid-table for me, but I like the orange on the stadium at home. Pretty much everything Football Man says. Well, new for me. So
Yeah.
What are your opinions?
Okay, so for me, I have put them on 15th place. So just about above the relegation zone, just under mid-table. So for me, nice location, nice stadium on a whole, but like it's just way too orange, and you need like 10 sunglasses to go in, or else you're literally going to be blinded by the time the 90 minutes are over. So guys, that has been it from us. I hope you liked the video.
Make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and as we said, if we get 10 likes on this video, we're going to do a championship version, and we'll try and upload the championship version within 2 days of the 10 likes. So let's just round off this video there. Have you got anything to say to the viewers, HD?
Just, if you stuck around for this long, you're an absolute legend. Don't forget to comment down goldfish below. Just smash that like button, smash the subscribe.
Have a great day. See you in the next one.
Have a great day.
Bye. Bye.